Hello everybody, Excalibur here, and guess what? I have put my webcam in a place that you can see my hands while I'm doing this. This is my right hand, this is my left hand, and these are the dice. We're going to be doing a Fate Reforged. There we go. A Fate Reforged opening, and we're just going to have some fun with it. The cellophane has been opened to protect some cards that I purchased separately. And let's go ahead and open up the box and we will see what we have. I think I'm just going to open up the entire thing, and I'm not going to bork around with any of the, what shall we call it? I'm not going to bork around with anything here. Let me make the light a little bit better there without blinding myself. There, let's see how this works. Shadow might be a little off. I might have to figure out a different way to do this, but this is a lot better than using my phone, and a lot better than me reading the cards to you. Now I'm reading this stuff upside down. No, just kidding. I've got the screen being recorded upside down because of the way everything is set up. But eventually there's going to be a boom mic up there and a boom control for another camera, which will allow me to use OBS or Camtasia or anything to actually record what I have right here on the screen. Now, here we are. We've got the Fate Reforged. We're going to open this puppy up, and here we are. This is a straight down shot, so please don't be offended that you can't see everything. So the cards that we have here, we've got the Shamanic Revelation. Draw a card for each creature you control. Ferocious, you gain 4 life for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. And it's the nice foil promo that you get with the box. We also have Alicia, who smiles at death. She's only $2, so I grabbed her. She's one of the tiny leaders, generals that I wanted to work with. First strike, whenever Alicia, who smiles at death, attacks, you may pay white, black, white, black. If you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking. And then finally, I picked up Shu Yun, the Silent Tempest. Now, he is prowess, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay red, white, red, white. If you do, target creature gains double strike until end of turn. So, this is a really awesome card. I'm going to go ahead and set these guys off to the side. They are all rares. Now, what I'm going to do, I would normally roll dice and all that, but I'm just going to go through and I'm going to crack packs like there's no tomorrow. And we're going to see what we get. You'll see how I sort them and everything. I can't really sort it super well because the base of my TV is right here, causing things to slide. But I do have a bit of space here to work with. And so there's the Fate Reforged and all that. And yes, you are seeing correct. This is the Theros Game Day Champion playmat. I got this. It was only a 4-player, so I was top 4 immediately. And then because something else was happening on that Sunday, and there were only 4 people there to play. I won both matches. The second one by the skin of my teeth, and I got the lovely mat. So what we're going to do, we're just going to go through it, and we're just going to start pulling packs. One after the other. We're going to see what we get, and we're going to just open packs. That's it. Pack, 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 pack. Oh, I seem to have opened this backwards or upside down, so here we go. So we've got Sunblast, Jeskai Sage, Sultai Runemark, Grim Contest, Pressure Point, Aven Skirmisher, Whisper of the Wilds. Now let's just see here. Want to make sure that you can see them all? Yep. Collateral Damage, Teamer Runemark, Right into Being. Now we hit our uncommons. We have Jeskai Barricade, which I might set them out. We have Vault Breaker and a Destructor Dragon. Okay, one of the uncommon dragons. Our rare is a Ghastly Conscription. It is mythic. Exile all creature cards from target player's graveyard in a face-down pile. Shuffle that pile, then manifest those cards. Oh my lord, that is an awesome card. Oh boy. We get a Tranquil Cove for the land and a spirit. Nice spirit token. So let's make sure that all this stuff is in view. And there we go. straighten up the piles. So here we go. Another upside down. We have Will of the Naga, Ancestral Vengeance, Cunning Strike, Abzan Runemark, Rakshasa's Disdain, Bathe and Dragonfire, Map the Wastes, Lightning Shrieker, Einok Guide, Sand Step Outcast. Now we have Cloud Form. Let me just make sure. There we go. Cloud Form. Diplomacy of the Wastes. And Reality Shift. Our rare is Tazagur the Golden Fang, which is actually one of the cards that I was looking for. Delve. 2 green, blue. Put the top 2 cards of your library into your graveyard, then return a non-land card of any opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. And he costs 6. So he goes here, and we get a Scoured Barrens and a Junk. This is what I refer to as the Junk cards. They'll go right there. Man, I think every single pack so far has been the lady. I wonder if that's all the top cards in the pack are the lady. Here we go. Oh, it's upside down again. Abzan Sky Captain, Jeskai Runemark, Dowson Gloom, Warflare, Oration Cleric, Whisk Away, Hunt the Weak, Fierce Invocation, Temur Runemark, Tazagur's Cruelty, Light Form, Merciless Executioner, and Fearsome Awakening. Our rare is Citadel Siege. There we go. Citadel Siege enters the battlefield. Choose Khans or Dragons. Khans, at the beginning of combat on your turn, put 2/1/1 counters on target creature you control. Dragons, at the beginning of combat on each opponent's turn, tap target creature that player controls. Very nice, very nice. Polluted Delta. Hey, very sweet. So we got a flip card. Not a flip card, a fetch land. And then we have a manifest token. So there we go. Let's open up the next pack. Woo. We have Typhoid Rats, Ethereal Ambush, Dragon Bell Monk, Enhanced Awareness, Gurmag Angler, Refocus, Whisperer of the Wilds, Mardu Runemark, the Ambush Crotique. Alright, we have Mistfire Adept. He has Prowess and might be casting out a creature spell. Target creature gains flying until end of turn. Not bad. Fruit of the First Tree. Alright, and Valorous Stance. I hadn't seen Valorous Stance before. Let me read it real quick. Choose one. Target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. Now that is like Boros Charm without the color. It's white instead of red-white, but a lot easier to cast. And missing the target player. Alright, so our rare is Monastery Mentor. Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 white monk creature token with prowess onto the battlefield. I've been looking for him too. And we have Valorous Stance Foil. That's interesting. And Wooded Foils. So we had a foil double rare pack, or a mythic and a rare and a foil. So we can have up to 3 rares. And possibly double mythic and rare in each of these. So far, all the lady. Okay. Oh, let me move my mouse pointer back over so I can see to make sure things are in frame. Alright. I'm just going to put these back in a bag. There we go. Flip it over. We have Reach of Shadows, Hooded Assassin, Haven Skirmisher, Lotus Path Djinn, Sultai Emissary, Frontier Mastodon, Defiant Ogre, Einok Guide, Alicia's Vanguard. I'm going to pronounce that as Alicia until people tell me otherwise. And then we have Goreswine. For our uncommons, we have Pyrotechnics, Humble Defector, and Rite of Undoing. Our rare is a Frontier Siege, So we've got a Citadel Siege and a Frontier Siege. The Frontier Siege is great for ramp. As Frontier Siege enters the battlefield, choose Khans or Dragons. Khans at the beginning of each of your main phases. Add green to your mana pool. So it's 2 free green. So cast this during main 1, and you'll have 2 green and main 2. Very nice. Dragons, whenever a creature with flying enters the battlefield under your control, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. Nice. Then we have Bloodfell Caves and a Monk. There we go. Let's pull out another one. And there's another one of the ladies under there. Let's see what we get. We have Sandblast, Jeskai Sage, Sultai Runemark, Grim Contest, Pressure Point, Map the Wastes, Lightning Shrieker, Einok Guide, Sandstep Outcast, Smoldering Efreet, Mardu Woe Reaper, Battlefront Crew Shock, and Morang River Prowler. We have our rare is Shuyun, the Silent Tempest, whom I just purchased today for $1. And we get Rugged Highlands and a Spirit Token. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and grab this here. Still another lady under there. We're going to have to see what's going on with that. So, now we have 2 Shuyuns. Well, doesn't that just take the cherry? We have Typhoid Rats, Grim Contest, Dragon Bell Monk, Rakshasa's Disdain, Gurmag Angler, Great Horn Crew Shock, Bathe in Dragonfire, Frontier Mastodon, Defiant Ogre, Sibsig Muck Bragos. Ooh, the Sage's Reverie. And a Hero's Blade. I really like the Hero's Blades. Let's see here. Where do we have room? We'll put artifacts up here, and we have the Flame Wake Phoenix. I love Phoenix. Phoenixes? Phoenix Eye? Phoenix. Anyway. Flying Haste, Flame Wake Phoenix attacks each turn if able. Ferocious. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may pay red. If you do, return Flame Wake Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. Ooh, Rally the Ancestors foil. Return each creature card with converted mana cost X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile those creatures at the beginning of your next upkeep. Exile, Rally the Ancestors. Okay? No, and we get Swiftwater Cliffs. And then junk. So we didn't get a triple foil there. And let me make sure that the Spirit is down here with the tokens and not with the junk. Next one. Oh, look at that. We have another lady underneath. Let's see, what do we have here? Now watch me get Alicia. We have Warflare, Soul Summons, Sultai Skullkeeper, Reach of Shadows, Harsh Sustenance, Temur Battle Rage, Hunt the Weak, Fierce Invocation, Temur Runemark, Tazagur's Cruelty, and we have Renowned Weaponsmith, Abzan Beastmaster, and Wandering Champion as our uncommons. Our rare is one of the dragons. Ojtai, Soul of Winter. Oyutai, Soul of Winter. Ojutai. I'm going to say Ojutai because that's what a lot of people are going to say. Soul of Winter. Flying Vigilance. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, tap target non-land permanent and opponent controls. That permanent doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Awesome. Then we have Dismal Backwater and junk. Talk about Dismal Backwaters. And there's another lady in the box. So far, we have had all the lady rappers. Yeah. Anyway, we have Hooded Assassin, Ethereal Ambush, Abzan Advantage, Refocus, Douse and Gloom, Will of the Naga, Einak Guide, Sandstep Outcast, Smoldering Efreet, Hunt the Weak, Frostwalker, Mardu Shadow Spear, and the last one is Dark Deal. Dragon Scale General is the rare. At the beginning of your end step, bolster X, where X is the number of tapped creatures you control. Choose a creature with the least toughness among creatures you control, and put X +1/+1 counters on it. He is off the hook. I actually faced him, and he is not fun. We have a Windscarred Crag and a Spirit Token. Let's go ahead and get these piles all a little even. Yep, I do this this way. I actually literally just sort by color, and I keep the rares and foils and mythic rares in a separate pile because those are usually the more tradable cards. Although there are some uncommons that really trade well, and every once in a while people are looking for commons. Oh, there we go. There's our first Ugin pack. So let's open up this beauty, shall we? And we have Soul Summons, Sultai Skullkeeper, Reach of Shadows, Harsh Sustenance, Pressure Point, Whisk Away, Feral Krushok, Great Horn Krushok, Bathe in Dragonfire, Frontier Mastodon. Alright, so we have Sudden Reclamation, Honor's Reward, and Friendly Fire. Silumgar, the Drifting Death. Flying Hexproof. When a dragon you control attacks creatures defending player controls, get -1/-1 until end of turn. And then we have Tranquil Cove and a Spirit. Okay, from here on out, since there's a lot of packs we're going to be opening, I'm just going to sort through the commons by putting them all into one pile. And then the uncommons, I'm going to put in their piles and then get to the rares. So, since we've seen the commons over and over again, and we've gone through quite a bit of cards, the only things we're really going to be interested in are the uncommons and the rares. And, of course, the lands. Tip cards, you know, that's junk, and then we have our tokens. So, here we go. And there's an Ugin underneath her as well. Let's open this up. I'm just going to quickly flip through the commons. So here we go. Yeah, all that stuff. And we'll go to the uncommons. There we go. So these are all commons. I'll just set them right over here on top of the artifact. Now, the artifact I'll just set right here for now. Alright, so here we go. We've got the Winds of Kalsisma, Elite Scale Guard, and Break Through the Line. Alright, here we go. Our rare is Supplant Form. Now, I haven't been paying attention to spoilers, so return target creature to its owner's hand. You put a token onto the battlefield that's a copy of that creature. This is nice. I like it. I like it. And a foil, Swiftwater Cliffs, and a Blossoming Sands, and a junk card. Alright. Oh, and then we have the goblin with the spikes all over them. Just go through these really quick. I'm not going to read them off. There we are. Right here. Then we have Hued Stone Retainers, Abzan Kinguard, and then Shifting Loyalties. Ooh, another one. Dromka the Eternal. Flying. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, bolster 2. And Blossoming Sands and a Spirit. Okay. I think I like this a little bit better because you get to see what's going on, and I don't have to read off all the cards, and then you get to the more important ones right away. So here we go. Alright. And 9. There we go. Take these guys, put them here. Rite of Undoing. Cloud Form. Diplomacy of the Wastes. Our rare is Mardu Strike Leader. Let's see what he does. Whenever Mardu Strike Leader attacks, put a 2/1 black warrior creature token onto the battlefield, and he has dash of 3 and a black, and he costs 2 and a black. Very nice rare. And then we get Swiftwater Cliffs and a garbage card. Alright. Let's go ahead and I think this is the next Ugin pack we open. Here we go. So far, I'm liking the rares we're getting. I like the Lightning Shrieker. He's a really good card. He's one of the first picks that I'll do in any draft. So Friendly Fire. Sibsig Muck Draggers. And Sage's Reverie. Here we go. Sandstep Mastodon. Yeah. He's okay. Reach when Sandstep Mastodon enters the battlefield. Bolster 5. It's very, very good. Blossoming Sands. And a Warrior. I really like the Warrior tokens. They're pretty nice. Let's see here. Get some nice light on that. Yep. Now, Sandstep Mastodon, I like the Bolster 5, but a 7 for a 5/5 with Reach. Now, if he's the only creature there, then he's going to be a 10/10, which is awesome. 10/10 for 7. You can't sniff at that at all. Alright, so this is the first of the Goblin packs. I don't know if it makes any difference or anything. So, here we go. Dude. I've been wondering about the Upside Advantage. Okay, yeah, Bolster 1. I'll go through and I'll sort these guys out later. I've been going through sorting my cards so that I can better handle my collection. So we have Break Through the Line, Renowned Weaponsmith, and Abzan Beastmaster are rare. This is Soul Flare. Delve, if a creature card with flying was exiled. Yeah, okay, so when you delve, whatever creatures are exiled, he gains their keywords. Swiftwater Cliffs, and a Manifest. Okay. Here we go. Goblin! Now, after you go through a bit more, I'm not even going to go through these. I'm just going to go through and get to the uncommons and the rare. You at least get to see what's going on. Alright, there's the uncommon. We have a Frostwalker, Dragon Rage, and a Ward Scale Dragon. He's really nice. And a Temur War Shaman. When Temur War Shaman enters the battlefield, manifest the top card of your library. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. Nice. Now we get a Rugged Highlands. Oh, actually, it goes there. Rugged Highlands and another Warrior. Okay, so this one I'm just going to rip through the commons really quick, and we're going to get straight to the uncommons and the rare. There we go. Reality Shift, Sudden Reclamation, and Honor's Reward. Our rare is Wild Call. Manifest the top card of your library, then put X +1/+1 counters on it. To manifest a card, put it on the battlefield, face down as a 2/2 creature, turn it face up at any time for its mana cost. If it's a creature card, so it's X green. Nice. And then we have a Sibsig Host foil, a Thornwood Falls, and a Manifest. So let me know what you think about each of the different ways. I know a lot of people just skim through the uncommons, the commons, and then some people just read off the commons But I'm just going to go through all 9 of them and get straight to the uncommons and sort those, and we'll see what we have. We've got Valor Stance, the Winds of the Kalsisma again, and then Elite Scale Guard, and we have Mob Rule for our rare. Choose one. Gain control of all creatures with power 4 or greater until end of turn. Untap those creatures. They gain haste until end of turn. Or gain control of all creatures with power 3 or less until end of turn. Untap those creatures. They gain haste until end of turn. Not bad. Thornwood Falls, and then trash. I wanted to open up the entire booster box. A lot of people do it in installments, and I just wanted to get it done and over with because I want to see all the cards and play with them and build decks with them. I'm not doing any giveaways right yet with these. Eventually I may, but right now I just want to see what we get. So let's go through here. And then, there we go. Pow. We have Fearsome Awakening, Cash Defenses, and Hungering Yeti. Our rare is Alicia, who smiles at death. So the 2 cards that I wanted, I pulled. And then we got a Thornwood Falls and a Spirit. So Alicia, who smiles at death. I should have read that off. I'm sorry. First strike, whenever she attacks, you may pay black, white, or white, black, white, black. If you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped and attacking. She is really, really good, especially with all the, especially in Tiny Leaders, since all your creatures are going to have 2 or less for the most part. So she is something scary to behold in a Tiny Leaders deck, which I am going to be happily making soon. And since she's black, white, and red, I can put, oh man, I want to, Athreos can go in there too. And I really don't know if that's a good idea, because Athreos' ability, well actually, anybody who pays a life, Athreos' ability will not work. And they'll go into the graveyard, but then Alicia will bring them back. So we have Destructor Dragon, Pyrotechnics, and the Humble Defector. Now our rare is Colophon, the Storm's Fury. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. And he has dash, the same as his casting cost, 4/5. Very, very nice. He really, really, really worked well for me in a pre-release. There we go. Then we have Scoured Barrens and the Spirit. The less of these we get, the happier I am, because the cards can actually be put to use. Yeah, when we're buying your product, stop putting ads in there. Just give us things that we can use. So here's the commons, and right there, the Meringue Rivoprala, the Mistfire Adept, and lastly, Fruit of the First Tree. Our rare is a Tarka World Render. Flying Trample. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, it gains double strike until end of turn. Very scary. We have Jungle Hollow as the land. Oop. I keep doing that. There we go. And we have Manifest. I think I have all the legendary dragons now. I don't know. I'll have to check. But we've got a pretty good haul for what we've started here. Alright. I think right to here. Hero's Blade is where it starts. We've got Hero's Blade, Light Form, and Merciless Executioner. Crucible of the Spirit Dragon is the rare. Add 1 to your mana pool. 1 tap, put a storage counter on Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. Tap, remove X storage counters from Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. Add X mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast dragon spells or activate abilities of dragons. Oh boy. And we have the Bloodfell Caves and then junk. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trade the junk pile, all this stuff, for the artifacts so that everything is nice and everything of interest is straight up and down like this. Wow, so we got a Crucible of the Spirit Dragon and a bunch of dragons and rares and stuff that we really want. And there we go. We have Wandering Champion. Whenever Wandering Champion deals combat damage to a player, if you control a blue or red permanent, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Jeskai Barricade, Flash Defender. When it enters the battlefield, you may return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. So if you have an infinite mana situation, this and another gets infinite enter the battlefield stuff. So keep that in mind. We also have Vault Breaker. And, okay, so that's the goblin. That's an orc. So it's an orc rogue. I haven't seen an orc in a long time. So he's the one that's on the packs. Whenever Vault Breaker attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. And he's got 2 red dash. He's 4/2. Very, very handy. So, our rare is the last of the legendary creatures. Doftar the Adamant. Vigilance. Doftar the Adamant enters the battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters on it. 1 black, green, black, green. Move a +1/+1 counter from target creature onto a second target creature. Awesome. Especially in a counter deck. A Tranquil Cove, and then a Spirit. Alright. This box has been very good to us. Very good to us indeed. If I pull an Ugin, I'm going to be very happy. I don't even know what Ugin goes for these days. So, I think right up to here is commons, common, and uncommon. There we go. We've got Dark Deal, the Mardu Woe Reaper, and a Battlefront Crew Shock. Our rare is Ugin. What was I just saying? What was I just saying? We have Ugin the Spirit Dragon. So this is my second copy of him. Ugin the Spirit Dragon deals 3 damage to target creature or player for +2. -X. Exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. That's 1 or more colors. And -10. You gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, then put up to 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. This guy won me hands. He is that off the hook awesome. Now, if we get a foil rare, I'm going to push my luck here. Foil rare and a fetch land. So let's see here. No, just a standard. And then trash, of course. And I don't know what all that was. I think that was Google telling me I had something going on there. I do not know. So here we go. Let's get the next pack. We're just going to... That's a very nice pull right there. Fruit of the First Tree, Valorous Stance, and the Winds of Kalsisma. Our rare is the Jeskai Infiltrator. Now let me take a look at this dude. Jeskai Infiltrator can't be blocked as long as you control no other creatures. Okay. When Jeskai Infiltrator deals combat damage to a player, exile it and the top card of your library in a face-down pile. Shuffle that pile, then manifest those cards. So, this is actually pretty interesting. I'm going to have to try them in Tiny Leaders. And then we get a Rugged Highlands and a Manifest. Ugin. Man, let's see here. Let's get a Sarkhan. He's not in this set, I know. But the Ugin is... It was funny because I wanted Ugin bad to finish my Planeswalker collection. I have every Planeswalker card that is a Planeswalker card. Not the Planeswalkers before they were Planeswalker cards. And it's been really, really helpful for me. So I think right here... Nope, right there. That is where we have our uncommons. Absent Beastmaster, the Wandering Champion, and the Jeskai Barricade. Our rare is the Archfiend of Depravity, or the Archfiend of Depravity. Flying at the beginning of each opponent's end step, that player chooses up to 2 creatures he or she controls, then sacrifices the rest. It's not a bad ability. A Jungle Hollow, and a Spirit. A Spirit. I really like that Spirit, so let's see what's going on here. Not too much left, not too much left. My pile of trash is growing on my keyboard. So, Saint Step Outcast. Here we go. We've got an Abzan Kinguard, Shifting Loyalties, Frost Walker, and we have a Flame Rush Rider. Whenever Flame Rush Rider attacks, put a token onto the battlefield tapped and attacking that's a copy of another target attacking creature. Exile the token at the end of combat. Dash 2 red. Whenever Flame Rush Rider attacks, put a token on the battlefield tapped and attacking that's a copy of another target attacking creature. Exile of another. So you've got to have all their attacking cards in the exile. Okay? That's going to be really good for like my Kiki deck. And we have Bloodfell Caves and Trash. Let's see what we have here. We're not done. We still have quite a bit left. But wait, there's more. Alright, so we're going to go through all these. We've got a foil. Sorry about that. And we start with the Shock Maw Dragon. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, it deals 1 damage to each creature that player controls. Put Death Touch on him and you are happy. Then we have Channel Harm. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and permanents you control this turn by sources you don't control. If damage is prevented this way, you may have Channel Harm deal that much damage to target creature. And then, Hued Retainers. Our rare is Shaman of the Great Hunt. We have Haste. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Ferocious. 2 green, blue. Draw a card for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. That is nice. That's very nice. Way to get card advantage. Our rare is not our rare. Our foil is Formless Nurturing, and we've got Dismal Backwater and a trash card. And trash talk. Trash talk. So if this turns out good, turns out well, then I am going to be doing Marvel Dice Masters the same way for teams and for showing my teams and stuff like that. And we'll see how well that works. So we have Diplomacy of the Wastes again. We have Reality Shift again. We have Sudden Reclamation. And a Warden of the First Tree. 1 white-black. Warden of the First Tree becomes a human warrior with base power and toughness 3/3. 2 black-white. If Warden of the First Tree is a warrior, it becomes a human spirit warrior with trample and lifelink. 3 black-white. If Warden of the First Tree is a spirit, put 5 +1/+1 counters on it. So he becomes an 8/8. In total with flying, trample, and lifelink. Nope, just with a trample and lifelink. So that's not a bad card for a green. Definitely Tiny Leader's fodder, especially if you're running, I think, what is that, Sultai? Green, white, black, and a Blossoming Sands, and a Spirit. Okay, we're down to our last 4 packs, it looks like. Let's see what we have. My goal, by the way, is to set up a full recording table strictly for showing board games, card games, and stuff like that. So that's what I'm looking forward to getting in the future. Alright. One more. There we go. We have the Elite Scale Guard. Break Through the Line. And Renowned Weaponsmith. Our rare is Mastery of the Unseen. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, you gain 1 life for each creature you control, and then you can manifest. And then there's our War Scarred Crag and Trash. Oh, it looks like we've got 6 more. Boy, this is fun doing this. We're at 40 minutes. We'll go ahead and get rid of these right here. And for Grave Strength, I like this card. Pilgrim of the Fires. And a Light Form. Teamer War Shaman again. And then a Wild Slash Foil. A Rugged Highlands, and a Trash card. Alright, alright, alright. Let's see what we get. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? We start off with a Humble Defector, and a Rite of Undoing, and a Cloud Form. Our rare is Crux of Fate. Choose one, destroy all dragon creatures, or destroy all non-dragon creatures. And then we have a foil Warflare, and a Scoured Barons, and a Warrior. Alright. Let's see what we have here. We have Battlefront Cruciak, Meringue River Prowler, and lastly a Misfire Adept. Our rare is a Scroll of the Masters. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a lower counter on Scroll of the Masters. 3. Tap. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each lower counter on Scroll of the Masters. This is going to be off the hook. I could actually use this in my Bruna deck very, very handily. A Windscarred Crag, and then another Warrior. Alright, last three. I'm going to pull them out of the box. I'm going to set the box to the side so I have a little bit of room here to move. And we can take these down, put them over here. And take the commons and place them right here. It's all out of the way and makes me a happy person. Now everything is all in its place and a place for everything. Except for the garbage. There we go. So, yep, I actually did a good pull on that one. We have Rage Form, Merciless Executioner, and then the Orc Sure Shot, another Orc. Oh, there we go. Yasova Dragonclaw. Trample. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, you may pay one blue, red. If you do, gain control of target creature an opponent controls with power less than Yasova Dragonclaw's power until end of turn. Untap that creature, and it gains haste until end of turn. Very, very nice. What are the odds? What are the odds we get a foil Yasova? In the same pack we get Yasova. Very sweet. Thornwood Falls and a Spirit. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I don't know how much the foil goes for, but I'm really, really happy with this box. It makes me relieved that we're getting some really good pulls out of it. She is off the hook scary. I faced her, and when she came out, I had to get rid of her rather quickly because she was overrunning the board with my own creatures. There we go. We have the Vault Breaker again, another Destructor Dragon, Pyrotechnics, and a Monastery Siege. As Monastery Siege enters the battlefield, choose cons or dragons. Cons, at the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card, then discard a card. Dragons, spells your opponents cast that target you or a permanent you control cost 2 more to cast. That's nice. And then we got a foil Cloud Form. That's not bad. A Dismal Backwater, and then a Manifest. What are the odds? Alright, last pack. Foil Ugin. No, there's no foil in there. That's my luck. Well, my luck. Yeah, I say I need an Ugin, and there it was. Foil Ugin would be nice to have. We'll see what happens. Let's just go through the normal way. So we've got Douse and Gloom. We've got Warflare. Arishan Cleric. Whisk Away. Sibsig Host. Sultai Skullkeeper. Goreswine. Frontier Mastodon. Alicia's Vanguard. Defiant Ogre. Here we go. The Mardu Shadow Spear. Dark Deal. And a Mardu Woe Reaper. What do you think the rare's going to be? An Outpost Siege. That's very good, actually. As Outpost Siege enters the battlefield, choose cons or dragons. Cons. Con! At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. Until end of turn, you may play that card. Dragons. Whenever a dragon Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, outpost siege deals 1 damage to target creature player. That's actually good on both levels. What do we have next? We have a Jungle Hollow. Not so. Well, we got a Manifest. Alright, so let's get these guys out of the way so we can look at our rares. I normally put them in order, but we're just going to get through these really quickly. There we go. Red, white, and blue. Everybody get on top of this big stack here that you can see on camera, and we're going to look at what we got. So, that was just awesome to run across that. We got a lot in this. We'll put the non-rares down there. The rares up here, you can see what we've got. And I'm just going to overlap them so you can see artifact blue, black, green, red. This is foil. Okay, green, white, green, green, foil. There we go. Red, a black, the Jeskai Infiltrator, and artifact or non-color. There we go. There's a white, and then we get a land, multicolor, multicolor, red and red, Sibsig Host, Wind Call, Wild Call, Teamer Shaman, Soul Flare, Sandstep Mastodon, Marty War Leader, Dromka, Saltwater Cliffs Foil, Supplant Form, Silumgar, Dragon Scale General, Ojtai. See, there we go. We got all 5 of the legendary dragons. Rally the Ancestors. And it's a foil. And a Flame White Phoenix. Shuyun. So we've got Shuyun. We got Alicia. We got Yasova. We have a Frontier Siege. Wooded Foothills Land. There we go. Valorous Stance. Monastery Mentor. A Polluted Delta. Citadel Siege. We got Doftar and Taziger. So we got all the legendaries. I think that's right. There's the blue, the black, the green, the red, and the white legendary creatures. We got each of the legendary dragons. We got Ugin, the Spirit Dragon. We got 2 fetch lands and the Crucible of the Spirit Dragon. This is an awesome pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 rares and 6 foils. 7 foils. This was an awesome, awesome box. I'm really happy I opened it up. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed seeing the cards I pulled and what are the odds of getting each of the legendaries, Ugin, and all the dragons. That is beyond conceivable for me. That is a really, really high turnout. So this has been a long crack pack. I hope you enjoyed. It was an entire box of Fates Reforged. Or Fate Reforged, sorry, not Fates. Fate Reforged. And there's going to be some tiny leaders and some EDH in my future. Until next time, enjoy playing games. Enjoy playing Magic the Gathering. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out to know what you guys are watching and what you like. Also, if you could visit patreon.com/ExcaliburZone and become a patron, it would really help me out. I think I'm going to add another tier where you will be able to get a pack of any standard Magic set open for you on camera, and the contents of the entire pack sent to you. It would be US only, maybe Canada and Mexico, depending on shipping costs. So Look forward to that in the future. Visit patreon.com/ExcaliburZone to find out more about that. As always, this is Excalibur, and I am out.